Hi, students. Today we're on Chapter 10, and football players are really silly, and Miss Daisy's crazy. Now, do you remember what happened in Chapter 9? They were telling the students to put those books away. They were reading books in the library. They were reading books in recess. They were reading books in the classroom while the teacher was trying to teach them different subjects. So, how would you feel if you came into a school and no one was talking and everyone was had their noses in a book? What would you think about that? Yeah, it seems very strange, but from the last chapter, it seems like they are going to make their goal, but we have to keep on reading to find out. And like I said, we're on Chapter 10. Football players are really silly. Boys and girls, today we have a very special and famous guest, Miss Daisy said. His name is Boomer Wiggins. Whoa, was the first thing everyone said. Who's he? Was the second thing everyone said. But I knew who Boomer Wiggins was because Boomer Wiggins was my hero. He was the quarterback of my favorite football team, the Chargers. Whoa! A real football player right in our classroom. Miss Daisy told us that Boomer Wiggins had a daughter in 4th grade, and that's why he was spending the day at our school. Whoa, wouldn't that be really awesome to have like a celebrity parent and their child went to your school? That would be really cool. When Boomer Wiggins walked into class, everyone gasped. He was really big and had so many muscles that they poked right against his shirt. We all crowded around him, and Boomer let us feel his arm muscles. But I couldn't even get my hands around them. Then Boomer picked up Emily with one hand. He was amazing. Then he gave each of us a little plastic football, and he signed his name on each one. Does anybody have any questions? Boomer asked. Do you like knocking guys against the ground? I asked. Everybody laughed, even though I didn't say anything that was funny. Miss Daisy said it was butt, not butts, because a person only has one butt. But I said butt was divided into 2 halves, so it really could be butts. Miss Daisy said that was enough of that talk. I said she shouldn't be complaining because she was the one who started it. I don't like knocking people down, Boomer told us, but sometimes we have to because it's part of the game. Mr. Wiggins, asked Miss Daisy, is it true that football players are really silly? We all gasped. I was afraid Boomer Wiggins might knock Miss Daisy out. Excuse me? Boomer said, like he wasn't sure if he heard the question. Well, somebody once told me that you play football and you don't know how to read or write or do arithmetic or go to school. Who told you that? Boomer asked Miss Daisy. Everybody looked at me. I slid down so that my head was almost under my desk. Slide it down. He didn't want the Boomer to see him. And I hid behind my notebook. Oh, a good friend of mine told me, Miss Daisy said. Is it true? If I didn't go to school, I never could have become a football player, Boomer told us. I have to read and study my playbook very carefully. I have to write letters to my fans. Every week I have to study very hard to get ready for the next game. Did you go to college? Asked Miss Daisy. Yes, Boomer said. And when my football career is over, I plan to go back to school so I could become a doctor. Whoa, I said. I want to go to college someday so I could become a doctor and become a football player. Everyone laughed, so even though I didn't say anything funny. And then to prove how smart he was, Boomer Wiggins read us a book and passed out bookmarks that said achieve your goal by reading on them. Miss Daisy said that even though Boomer read the book to us, we could still add 52 pages to the total number of pages we've read. The temperature level on the thermometer in the hallway kept getting higher and higher. And that was the end of Chapter 10. And the next time we are going to be reading Chapter 11 is called We Rule the School. So by the end of that chapter, it seems like they aren't going to reach their goal. And we got to meet a special guest in that chapter, so that was pretty neat. And I hope you guys enjoyed Chapter 10. I'll see you guys next time in Chapter 11. And Miss Daisy is crazy. See ya.